Hey everybody, welcome back. Well, I just finished doing like a 12-minute video, okay? I was uploading it on my TikTok because I always do that first before I move over to YouTube. And they flagged it before it even got one look. So I can't put that one out. So I'm doing another one right now. So I'm going to try to say the same things I was saying in the other video. I'm just going to remove what I was going to post with it, okay? So I had that tea guy in my video, one of his uploaded videos that nobody saw from my channel yet. And I had that in my video, so I'm not going to do that this time. If you want to go see it, you'll have to go to his channel. I'm blocking him, by the way. I heard he's a plant and that he may be behind Christie. And they're out to get creators. They're not here to spill gypsy tea. They're out to get creators who might or might not have paid for information, trying to make us look very unreliable or sneaky. But I can guarantee you this. I have never paid anybody for information. I get all my information mostly from other creators. So even though I follow Gypsy on TikTok, I've got her on X, I've got her Instagram, only because I want to see what she puts out. You know what I mean? That's my main goal. And then if she doesn't put anything out, then I'll look at other creators and see what they're talking about and maybe talk about the same thing, but not in the same way. Okay. I always like to do my own thing. I don't like copying anybody. I just, for inspiration, as you would say. Okay. So anyway, Gypsy and Ryan. Now, Ryan is MIA, as I said this morning. Somebody released a video or something on TikTok saying that Ryan liked the person who used to dress up like him and talk like him. And he said that person had the freedom to say the stuff that he can't. You know, I think Ryan knows a lot. I really do. I really think Ryan knows a lot. And is he going to spill? Will he spill? I don't know. I still think he's wrapped around Gypsy's little finger. I still think if she called him, maybe not called him, but if she texted him, I think he would text back. Remember when she tried to call him when she was going to divorce court and he was like, he never picked up the phone? She was pissed. She was big time pissed. But he never picked up the phone and she was... So I don't know now if she would call him, would he pick up the phone? Probably not. But if she texted him and he sat there and read it for a bit, knowing that he didn't have to speak, probably would text back. But, you know, that's my opinion. I don't know if he would do that or not. But because we haven't heard from him in a while, makes me wonder if he is actually taking legal action and the lawyer just told him to button it. You know what I mean? And if that's the case, bravo. Bravo, Ryan, bravo. I stand behind you if you're doing that. If you're sneaking around and talking to her, I'll never mention you on my channel again. Never. I don't care what you do or what you say. Because I'm tired of waiting for this guy to stand up to her. You know what I mean? I mean, a lot of people who are in an abusive relationship, I understand it's hard to stand up to somebody who's been abusing you. And even though Ryan doesn't think of it as that, he just doesn't realize that she's putting him through emotional and psychological abuse. She is. And he just doesn't know that. And you'd think he would, being a teacher, would know some of this stuff, you know? But I don't know. Being a man, maybe he's not really into the feelings part and, you know, thinking that a girl could abuse a guy and stuff like that. I don't know. But she is definitely abusing him. I will say that 100%. And I need Ryan to stand up to her. That's the only way she will back down, is if he stands up to her. If he just sneaks off quietly and goes off and does his own thing, nothing gets resolved. He has to live with all that pent up emotion and everything for the rest of his life. While she's out there partying. You know? So, I don't know, guys. It's hard to say, right? It's hard to say. I mean, I understand if he needs to take time to think about what he's going to do next. I understand that. Um, I am giving him enough time to do that. Right now, I don't know what he's doing, so I can't say one way or the other, right? Um, we just have to wait and see. That's all I can say about that. But now I was watching Cinnamon Toast Ken. Have you guys ever watched this guy? He's hilarious. Anyway, they were running the part where Gypsy was talking, doing her apology thing, and she was saying how she called Ryan after she had the baby, that he was her comfort, and she vented with him and everything like that. And even they were like, well, where's Ken? What's he doing? Like, he doesn't care if she's talking to her ex after having your baby? Something's up with this. Something is definitely up with this. So, I don't know if Gypsy and Ken are together. They say it. They say it 100 times, but you know, you can't trust a word out of their mouths anyway. And I know we see videos, the ice bucket challenge and stuff like that, but he could just be around as being a friend, right? Because it's been leaked that, you know, he's the other way, right? So maybe he's just like a friend to her, and maybe she has another guy somewhere, you know, that we all just don't know about. I don't know. There are people out there that don't know about Gypsyrose, believe it or not. There are people out there that don't go on social media a lot. And if they do, it might be Facebook. And she's not really prominent on Facebook. So she could have nailed a guy that, you know, doesn't know anything about this stuff. Right? We don't know. We don't know. Only time will tell, I guess. Well, anyway, guys, this is a short video because I did have a clip in my last video which made it longer, but I had to take it out in order to get a video up for you guys, because that one is banned. They won't let me do anything to it but delete it. So I had to make this one. All right, guys. I'll talk to you in the morning, and have a great day. And everything in this video is my thoughts, opinions, and or alleged. Bye.